All right, so let's talk about Opendoor. You've probably heard of them, the company that wanted to totally blow up the way we sell our houses. But what's really fascinating, and what we're diving into today, is this huge pivot they're making. I mean, we're talking a fundamental shift from being just a single product to becoming this massive platform. It's a classic story of adapting to survive and thrive, especially in the crazy market we're seeing right now.
And really, it all comes back to a problem that's superhuman, right? This quote from their CEO, Carrie Wheeler, just nails it. For most of us, selling a house is the biggest financial move we'll ever make, and man, is it stressful. You know the drill. The repairs, the endless showings, the back-and-forth negotiations, and just that knot in your stomach wondering if the whole thing will fall apart. It's high stakes, for sure.
So Opendoor's whole mission, right from the start, was to just erase that stress. Their big innovation, the all-cash offer. They built this powerful AI that crunches a ton of data to give you a fair, solid cash offer for your home in like a few days instead of waiting months. The promise was just so simple and powerful. Forget all the drama, get it done fast with zero uncertainty.
And you know what? For a long time, it worked. Like, it really worked. They hit a Net Promoter Score of around 80. Now, that's basically a customer happiness score. And getting an 80, that is off the charts good. We're talking Apple-level loyalty. It's proof that people weren't just okay with the service, they were raving fans. It was a solution that absolutely delivered on its promise.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at that original promise. Then we'll get into the big shift. After that, we'll check out their new platform playbook, see how it's supposed to create this growth flywheel, and finally, look at their big vision for the future. Let's get into it. All right, Section 1, the original promise. So, like we said, Opendoor basically became a household name by taking the pain out of selling a home, plain and simple.
But, and this is where the story gets really interesting, things change, markets shift, and Opendoor realized that even with all that success, they needed to make a massive change. And we're not talking about a small tweak or a new ad campaign. This is them tearing up the playbook and starting fresh, a total reinvention.
Which brings us right to the heart of the matter, the most important shift from product to platform. This is the big move from being a single thing, that cash offer, to becoming a platform that works with real estate agents, not against them.
So let's really break this down. The old way? Super direct. You, the seller, went straight to Opendoor to get their one product, the cash offer. The new model? It's completely different. It's a distributed platform. That means Opendoor's products are now delivered through real estate agents. Think of it this way. They're going from being the only destination to being the engine that powers a whole network of options.
So you might be asking, what exactly is a distributed platform? Well, it's pretty simple, really. Instead of seeing real estate agents as competitors, Opendoor is now treating them as partners. They're basically handing over the keys, giving agents access to their powerful tools, like that cash offer, to add to their own toolkit. The agent is now the one who brings Opendoor's magic to the table for their clients.
All right, so this brings us to the new platform playbook. And the whole idea here is to create a win-win, actually a win-win-win for everybody. It's not about one person winning at another's expense. It's about making the whole pie bigger for everyone. Okay, so let's look at who wins. First, the sellers win. They get way more choices now. The classic cash offer, a traditional listing, or even something in between. Second, the agents win. They get awesome leads and these really unique products to stand out from the competition. And finally, Opendoor wins. This is huge for them. They move to a capital-light model. It means they can make money from fees without having to actually buy every single house with their own cash. That makes the business way more scalable and less risky. And look, this isn't just some nice idea on a whiteboard. The early results from their pilot programs are pretty staggering. Working with agents, they saw final cash offers double. Okay, that's pretty good, but get this. Their conversion rate for regular market listings went up by 500%, 5 times. The numbers don't lie. This partnership thing is clearly working. Okay, next section, igniting the flywheel. See, this strategy isn't just about getting a quick win. The real goal, the long-term play, is to build what's called a flywheel, a system where growth just keeps creating more growth, feeding on itself. So here's how this flywheel gets spinning. Step 1, you bring more agents onto the platform. Step 2, you give them better tools so they can help more sellers. That naturally leads to Step 3, more deals get done, and here's the magic. Every single one of those deals feeds data and money back into the platform. What does that do? It makes the platform stronger, the AI smarter, which then attracts even more agents. And boom, the wheel spins faster and faster.
And they're already building the tools to make this happen. Take the new Key Agent app. It's basically an app for their partner agents to do super detailed home walkthroughs just using their phone. It makes life easier for everyone, and crucially, it sends way better data back to Opendoor's brain, their AI, making their offers and estimates even more accurate.
They're also rolling out brand new products that just wouldn't have been possible before. A great example is something called Cash Plus. You can think of it as a hybrid offer. It's for that seller who loves the idea of guaranteed cash, but also gets a little FOMO. Fear of missing out on a higher price if the market goes up.
And again, you see that win-win-win structure. The seller gets cash in their pocket right away, which is huge, but they still get to capture more upside if the home sells for more on the open market. The agent gets this killer product that no one else has, and for Opendoor, it's another awesome capital-light product. It's just a perfect alignment of everyone's goals. Okay, let's zoom out for the final section, building for the next decade. Because this pivot isn't just a reaction to today's market. Opendoor is playing the long game here. They're laying the foundation for what they want to be for the next 10+ years.
And we have to remember the timing of all this. They are pulling off this massive change in the middle of a really, really tough housing market. But if you listen to them, they'll tell you this isn't a panic move. It's not a reaction. It's a deliberate, forward-looking strategy to build a stronger company that can handle whatever the market throws at it.
When you boil it all down, this entire pivot is about achieving 3 main goals. First, durability. They want a business that can last, whether the market is hot or cold. Second, relevance, so they can help way more people, not just the ones who want a quick cash offer. And third, scale, the ability to get huge without needing an infinite amount of cash to do it.
And that really leaves us with the big unanswered question, doesn't it? Opendoor is making a huge bet here. They're betting that by shifting from a product to a platform, by choosing to partner with agents instead of fighting them, they can build a truly durable company for the future. In a market this challenging, it is one heck of a bold move, and it just might change the whole real estate game for good.